and doesn't do it well at this stage of his career. They took advantage of it.
16 points for Mason, who's come on in the third. The Knicks by 4, 20 seconds left. Third quarter. Willie Anderson now defending on Michael Jordan. Crowd wanted to travel. Here's Harper. Mason with the box out. Time running down. Mason is reminded. Final seconds of the quarter. Oakley for three. Fires it up. And the Knicks want a goaltend. As Rodman got a piece of it. But no call made after three. It's the New York Knicks 62 and the Chicago Bulls 50 on Chicago. The Knicks with a 62-58 lead. And both these teams well aware of what has taken place over the first two games come the fourth quarter. For the Knicks, a dreaded fourth quarter. Let's see how they handle it. The Bulls have been able to break open both previous games by taking over in the fourth.
And the key for New York in this fourth quarter is to take care of the basketball. They've already turned it over 15 times in this game for 12 points. That's way too many at this juncture, but it's absolutely critical to take care of it here in the fourth.
Knicks opening with Patrick Ewing on the bench. You get the idea that Jeff Van Gundy wants a well-rested Ewing for the fourth quarter. Ward getting it inside, and Mason was held. So Dennis Rodman called for his first foul. The Knicks are going with Mason and Oakley as their big men, along with Anderson, Starks, and Ward. Dennis Rodman has gone the distance. He has played, well, actually almost the distance. He's played all but 10 seconds of the game. Forced along the baseline and fouled by Rodman.
Well, the Knicks found something towards the end of that third quarter with the isolation for Anthony Mason against Rodman. They tried it again on that side out of bounds play. Dennis Rodman played him much better, forced Mason to make the extra pass.
Anderson couldn't find anyone and just did get it into Oakley. Here's Anderson spinning, and he's tripped up. So very quickly the Bulls with their third team foul. Only a minute and 5 gone by in the fourth.
Well, and the Knicks have been very fortunate to pick up these fouls because their offense is very stagnant right now. Everything is stand around, one-on-one basketball, and that's usually when an offensive team is in trouble. But they have been helped out by the fouling of Chicago, and that could prove fatal for the Bulls in getting into the penalty early, where once maybe a Patrick Ewing gets back into the ballgame, start taking the ball to the basket, they can hang on and try to win this game at the free throw line.
Scottie Pippen was called for the foul, his third. The Knicks lead by 6. Bulls going with a 3-guard setup. Kerr with Harper. It counts, and the foul. Beautiful lead by Kerr, and now the basket being waved off. The foul before the shot attempt. A discussion between Hugh Hollins and Ed Rush. Now they change it back. Yes, it does count.
Of all people, Hugh Hollins to be involved in a controversial play with Scottie Pippen. Let's watch and see if he bobbles the ball. Not really. He kept control of it, kept 2 hands on it, and that's the only thing I think Hugh Hollins might have been thinking, that if Scottie Pippen, even though he's hit hard on this play, and even though it's continuation, if he bobbled the ball, that field goal would not have counted, but he didn't. And referee Eddie Rush, the outside official, helped get the call right.
Michael Jordan was shaking his head as the officials were coming up with the decision. Scottie Pippen thus on the line looking for a 3-point play. His first appearance after the foul. And Ed Rush blowing the whistle. Apparently Rodman stepped in too quickly. So the Knicks are presented with the basketball. 4-point Knick lead. Minute and a half gone by. Ewing hits the net. By Harper. As as John Starks knocks down a three. That's his fourth from downtown. He's 4 of 6 from three-point territory. The Knicks lead 67-60. Pippen with the open shot, trying to go glass. Jordan with the rebound. And deflected off Ewing.
Well, the Knicks running baseline screens for John Starks, and Patrick Ewing won't get credit for anything there on the stat sheet, but he did set a haymaker pick on Ron Harper, who tried to go over the top rather than trail John Starks around that pick.
Now Mason switches off to Jordan. Longley at the post. Harper. Pippen for three. Yes! Scottie Pippen has hit 2 from downtown in the second half. The Knicks 67 and the Bulls 63. Here's Ward. What a move by the second-year player, Tommy Ward. Knicks 69 and the Bulls 63. 8 points for Ward. Anderson now guarding Jordan. Rodman played by Mason. And as Hugh Hollins makes the call, he made contact with Jeff Van Gundy. And Gundy's shaken up. So now the Chicago Bulls have to be thinking, well, we may not get the calls from you, but from a physical point of view, he just took out the opposing coach.
Robinson and the Spurs face Malone and the Jazz. Game 3 next on NBC.
Go, Matt. And I can't recall ever seeing this occur in the NBA. Hugh Hollins making contact with in this case, the coach Jeff Van Gundy, who took a shot and went down. Mason able to wrestle it free. Starks for three. Again, the officials checking with each other. Last touch by Chicago.
Well, Jeff, who normally stands over the sideline placidly with arms folded, clearly out for a couple seconds here as he caught him with the side of his hand and caught right. It looked like he got Jeff on the bridge of the nose and knocked him silly for a couple of seconds, but no harm, no foul, no blood. So Jeff's still all right.
And the Knicks now lead 71-63. Jeff's tough. He's hanging in.
Big rebounding edge for the Knicks in this one after getting hammered on the boards in both games 1 and 2. Out rebounding New York by 10.
Michael Jordan very quiet in the second half. Only 1 for 5 from the field. And a loose ball foul called against Chicago.
Well, there's that two-man play with John Starks and Patrick Ewing. Terrible and no rotation by the Chicago Bulls to get Patrick that open jump shot, and the Knicks applauding every effort by Patrick Ewing.
Charlie Ward with another impressive goal. So the Knicks now lead by 10. 8:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Starks looking to draw the foul, but it's called on Starks. That's 4 on John Starks. Team foul number 2 committed by the Knicks. The Bulls with 4.
And it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the Bulls to turn up that pressure on defense, because every foul from here on out will be a shooting situation for the New York Knicks. And as we know, in games 1 and 2, it was the aggressive defense by Chicago forcing turnovers and starting the running game for the Bulls that were able to enable them to pull those games out.
John Starks sitting down, leads with 19 points, replaced by Derek Harper. Good play. Willie Anderson got a piece of it.
And clearly Jeff Van Gundy has lost confidence in Hubert Davis, who in his last 27 minutes of play on 1 point. And Charlie Ward has come in and make his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Jordan able to beat Anderson off the dribble. And the Knicks now lead 73-65. So Michael Jordan has 26. Longley with a good play. but the foul is called. Well, Luke Longley called for the push, and that's his 5th foul.